leadership is not only about what you know, it's about attitude, it's about how you walk and talk every day, and I think it's how you can make others feel that they can do more than they can do on a daily basis. So for me, leadership is how I deal with myself and how I can get other people to buy in what I believe in to buy in.
You know, being a leader is more state of being. It's something that you've got to be 24 hours a day. But I think what's more important as a leader, because no two leaders are ever alike, what's more important as a leader is to understand that you're going to be called on to make leadership decisions all day, every day, and you're going to be tested. Sometimes you're going to be tested with like really difficult and complicated situations, and you need to be able to act like a leader in those situations. But it's also as important to act like a leader when the small things are important. So it might be just saying hello or just smiling at someone. So for me, leadership is more state of mind rather than something that you can switch on or off at any point in time. Teams are a difficult subject because I think it starts from the beginning. You've got to pick the right team, right? And then of course it's important to make sure that the team that you are choosing is the team that is capable of achieving the goal. So pair the team to the goal. Set up teams for successes and not failures. Make sure that the people that you're putting in that specific team can play to their strengths so that they can achieve what you want a lot quicker and a lot easier. And obviously that the whole team works a lot more fluid. Give them the flexibility that is required. So don't be so over-managing of the team and allow the team to express individuality and be able to do what they're supposed to do and be more results-driven than process-driven.
I think the challenges of staff, and as the business grows and as you add on staff, actually changes on a daily basis. So from a franchise point of view, when you have got your first store or your first takeaway or your first fuel station, it's a lot easier and the leadership skill is a bit different because you're one guy with maybe 7 or 8 people and you can get around to everything. You're the accountant, you're the financial manager, you're the cleaner, so people almost follow you and what you do. So that leadership in the beginning is very much hands-on. Get it done, take action. And I think as the business grows, it becomes more difficult. So what I can say from a people point of view, very, very important to know what your values are, know what you want as an end product, and have a vision of what you want to be in 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, or 10 years. And I think then you've got to understand what staff you need around you. And the challenges are in a retail franchise environment. You know, people can get paid better elsewhere. Corporates come and pinch your staff when they know that they're doing good business. So I would say that the most difficult thing is retention of staff. Very, very important. And it's amazing that people do stay for happiness rather than money. So really instill the culture and make sure that that culture is correct from day one. We find that the biggest problem we have is as we bring people up through the organization, they get to a certain level, they get pinched. So you've got to make sure that you got the right people of 3 or 4 or 5 people who can do that job, and you've got a leadership team of 5 or 6 people coming through the organization in any part of it, whether it be a cashier, whether it be a cleaner, whether it be the manager. And I think very important, identify people young, identify people in your business that you can grow, because it's easier to grow than to go and acquire. Know what your culture is in the beginning, know what you want to stand for in the beginning, and never deviate. It's very difficult because sometimes you say to yourself, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. I think the important thing is you can be easy on certain things, but never be easy on the culture. And be prepared to actually say, you know, you're not part of this organization, or say, please leave the organization if the culture is bent in any way. So, you know, truth, honesty, integrity, sometimes you have to make those difficult calls and say, whether it's a good employee that's been with you 10 years, 1 year, 2 years. If he breaks the culture, that's it. And I think that is paramount. You cannot change what you believe in. And you cannot, when it comes to culture, have grey. It's black or white. And that includes yourself. So if you have something and you want to be a franchise owner and every day you walk in and you take stock without paying for it, it's not a good example to set. So make sure from day one, if you're going to take stock, you pay for it. Make sure that everything that you do is above board, because people do see what you do. I think the obvious, which is training, and that's, I think, is also the benefit of being a franchisee. There's a lot that the franchisor does within that environment to ensure that you do get the right training for that business. So investing in your people is also investing in the culture of the business, taking the time to speak to those people, and when they do things wrong or right, take that time to either congratulate, take that time to reward, or take that time to take, you know what, that's not how we do business. Because it might seem like a small investment, but time and a yes or a no, or this is what is expected of you, is probably the most important investment you can make in a person's life.
It's a broad question, but I think the important thing is obviously investing within the people from an educational point of view, making sure that they are upskilled. What's more important is how much time you invest in each and every person within your business, and how much time the leadership and top management structures of the business invest in that staff. Because ultimately it's about making sure that every single person reaches their top potential. And you can only do that if you understand who they are, understand how they see things, and are able to get them to achieve what the business wants them to do and achieve. But you need to understand the people, and to do that you need to invest time in them. Two things: stick to the concept, because if the concept works, there's no reason for you to reinvent it. Very importantly, make sure that you reinvest in the business. The business is the thing. Protect the brand, because that's the most valuable asset you got within your business. Work hard, because without hard work, it ain't gonna happen. And just make sure that you stay grounded, and make sure that within every single day that you go to work, you're excited to be there, you've got passion for what you do, and exude that passion and transfer that passion and excitement that you have for your business to everyone around you, be it customers or staff.
Honestly, I think one advice that I can give any franchisee is, when you start, it's exciting, you love what you do, and you work hard, because you got to pay the bank, you got to pay the bills, you got to pay the rent. Then as you start growing, you start having a little bit of money in the bank, you start paying a good salary, and then you get a little bit bored. So my advice to any franchisee is, when you get bored, don't go buy a car, don't go buy a plane, don't go buy anything. Reinvest in your business and refocus on your business, because that is a big temptation. Because as you think things are going smoothly and the money does come eventually, I would say rather reinvest in your business and invest in it again, because you do get bored and as a natural entrepreneur. So don't make that mistake of, when you got the money, going and spending it elsewhere. Rather spend it on your business.